Star's infamous home-brewed ale.
Pathfinder, Cash's assistant asked you to secure some of that.
What'll it be?
Bottle of your hardest stuff.
This is for Superintendent Cash.
Make it 6.
Exiles could have rolled up and died, but look at what they've built, even out here.
Der Account, wo ihr eure Gehaltsabrechnungen nachschaut.
Du kriegst einen eigenen Account.
Ja, ich weiß, aber ich frag dich.
Datev.
Datev. Ich schreibe jetzt Laura eine SMS. Ich schreibe Laura jetzt eine E-Mail.
Wie persönlich eine SMS.
Nein, eine E-Mail schreibe ich dir jetzt.
Arbeitnehmeronline.de heißt, dann kommst du auf Datev. Wenn du Datev so eingibst, kommst du auf eine andere Seite, ne? Wenn du Datev.de eingibst, kommst du auf eine andere Seite. Du machst einfach Arbeitnehmeronline.de.
Ja.
Und dann kommst du das hier raus.
Da kriegst du eure Gehaltsabrechnung, oder?
Jo.
Datev.
Ja, Datev, wenn du Datev eingibst, kommst du irgendwo anders raus.
Aber sie weiß schon, was es ist, oder?
Ja, Datev.
Wenn ich jetzt eine E-Mail schreibe, dann schreibe ich nur meinen eigenen Datev-Account.
Ja. Gehaltsabrechnungs-Account oder so, keine Ahnung. Sie versteht schon, was du meinst.
This is the location from the Slenderman, Pathfinder.
Ich hab gerade einfach nur Bock auf Bewerbungsstudie von Stromnudeln.
Anti-vehicular mines ahead. It's best to proceed on foot.
Looks like outlaws. Friends of Spender?
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Anti-vehicular mines ahead. It's best to proceed on foot.
Looks like outlaws. Friends of Spender?
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Uh-oh. We got company!
That's not company! That's the Pathfinder!
Spender must have blabbed. Let's get out of here!
Quick, get on the shuttle!
Hurry up!
What the? No, wait! Don't leave us! The bastard left us!
Shuttle left
Of
without
course
them.
he did.
What the hell do we do now?
I guess we fight.
Drogon needs help!
Kommen diese Woche gehen.
Ja?
Laura.
Ja, wahrscheinlich hat sie irgendwie Sonic, glaube ich, erwähnt.
So Spender's been sneaking goods from the Nexus to these exiles. Why?
This Arome
Schreibt
seems
das jetzt ein
concerned
E-Mail?
about something hidden in
Ich wollte das
Spender's
sagen.
apartment on the Nexus.
Weil das ist ja ein
I've
Geheimdienst
tangled
sein,
with that group
was
before. What's he doing with Spender?
The datapad mentions a scrambler, which would explain the state of the file in the security archives. I highly recommend finding it.
So, find the Scrambler, nail Spender. Check.
Die immer nur am besten.
I bet I could drink it.
No, Drac, no.
Wie heißt die andere?
Dieses Blutgruppe ist.
Ich finde sie mir schon voll genug.
Ich glaube, die schläft.
Ich hab gehört, die ist sehr, sehr viel wach. Weil die Homeoffice.
Ach so, ja. Oh mein Gott, ja, stimmt. Es ist schon 4 Uhr morgens. Kommt, ich dachte, das ist irgendwie noch Nacht oder so.
You won't believe this. A guy just tried to pass off.
Where is everybody?
I told them to get out of my sight.
Take it someone pissed you off?
The charlatan used my own people to beat up Kitus. He's alive, barely.
The charlatan's using Kitus to put you on edge.
I know that. I didn't call you here for a pity party.
Why did you call me? I'm not exactly your favorite person.
The charlatan left a note on Kitus's body. He wants to settle things between us. Meeting spot is in Drowlear.
Could be a trap.
You think? I can't trust my own people, but you're an outsider. And honorable.
The charlatans had plenty of time to act. Why make a move now?
I ignored the collective for too long. Thought they were just another ragtag group of upstarts. Now they're bold and dangerous. What happened to Kitus is on me. I've got to end this before it gets worse. You with me?
I'll watch your back.
Kadara's fate will be decided at this meeting. I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but... Hey, shit happens, right? Meet me at this location. I'll go on ahead.
Also wärst du richtig happy, wenn jemand dir persönlich so eine E-Mail von drüben schreibt, oder? Wo du antworten müsstest.
Du wirst sehen, die wird bis 6 Uhr antworten, oder so bis halb 7 spätestens, Digga.
Okay.
Hier.
Mein Fahrzeug ist gerade gespawnt. Und rollt ohne die Räder, die sich bewegen. Das ist auch so.
You alright, Drac?
Too much high ground to keep expecting an ambush. Be ready, kid. Sloan's out for blood.
Took your sweet time. Come on, let's get this over with.
I'm with you.
You look like you're waiting for someone.
Reyes?
I'm here for the charlatan, not some third-rate smuggler.
They're one and the same.
Surprise.
This whole time you've been lying to me.
Not about everything. You know who I really am.
You said you wanted to settle things. How?
A duel. You and me, right now. Winner takes Kadara Port. You want to avoid war by shooting each other? Two people shooting each other is better than a lot of people shooting each other.
I'll take those terms.
Sniper, his sights are set on Sloan.
Bang. Get her out of... Here. Prepare the crew. Kadara Port is ours tonight. Guess you got everything you wanted. What I want is peace. Sloan would have brought war to Helios. We don't have the population to survive that. Why didn't you trust me? I liked the way you looked at me. I was afraid that would change. You're not the man I thought you were. I wanted to be. So what now? I get to work. Kadara Port won't take itself. Thought you'd be in the throne room. Tartarus is a little shabby for Kadara's new leader, don't you think? Come on, Ryder. You know I prefer to rule from the shadows. You are a shady bastard. Guilty as charged. The Angara you met at Sloane's party, Kima Dorgan. She's agreed to be my front. And with Sloane gone, there's room for the initiative on Kadara.
Tan might not want an outpost on a planet full of exiles.
Not really his call, is it? You're the Pathfinder.
As long as you can assure us no initiative shuttles will be shot down on their way in.
I want this outpost as much as you do. It will have my full protection. That's a promise.
And how much will that promise cost me?
The trade your outpost will bring in should cover it.
What's this?
It's a handshake. We're partners now.
Partners and friends.
Pathfinder, Kadara is now a viable option for an outpost.
The Badlands still aren't exactly safe, but with the Collective's protection, we should be okay.
This area is viable for an initiative outpost, Pathfinder. Confirmed. Calling outpost.
Amazing. This may piss off as many people as you manage to feed.
Director, I trust you're enjoying the show?
I'm enjoying the progress. The show part is something else entirely. Honestly, an outpost on Kadara, where the worst of our exiles stake their claim, you better be sure about this.
They want stability, same as the Nexus. A solid outpost will bring some back.
True. They left when the dream failed. And you've done a lot to restore it. This is the last one, Pathfinder. The last golden failure we thought we'd lost. You did it. And watch for Dr. Kennedy's trackers in the Gavorcom system. If this attracts one, we may be able to determine her status. Time for the public address. Think you can distill something motivational out of this?
Something to sell Kadara? You'll actually run it?
I may have concerns, but my ledger has one more outpost than it did yesterday. Sell it.
We trained for years. But when we reached Andromeda, everything changed. The dream almost died on worlds like this. But we can rebuild it. Bring stability. If there was ever a world that needed our best, at their best, this is it.
For posterity, Pathfinder. Addison out.
Let me guess. I should see the other guy?
He got a few punches in.
I can see that.
Dr. Nakamoto, what are you doing here?
When I heard the outpost needed a physician, I offered my services. Least I could do after you retrieved my formula. And the setup's a sight better than a shipping container.
Good to have you here, Doctor.
I won't let you down, Pathfinder.
How are your patients doing? Any serious injuries?
The Collective is doing its best to protect everyone. But when it comes to brute strength, the outcasts have the upper hand. Sloan may be dead, but we still have bloody days ahead of us.
What about your old clinic?
I moved my patients here, with Christmas's permission, of course. And spread the word that my door is still open, just in a different location. A small gesture, but it's done wonders for the initiative's reputation.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you, Pathfinder.
Hello, Ryder.
I think we'll make it here.
Oh, too alkaline. Way too... Wait. Don't come any closer.
Okay.
False alarm. Thought there might be some acid splash.
I avoid acid splashes at all costs.
Good call. It's terrible for the skin. Nessie Carter, Science Officer for Outpost Teon. You must be the Pathfinder.
Were you also a part of Mining Company 7?
Yes. Well, no, I wasn't a miner, but I worked with Christmas. They're my family.
You came to Helios to be with them?
I know it's silly, since I'll outlive them. Statistically speaking, anyway. But I just couldn't let them go on such an adventure without me.
What are you working on?
A hyperpotent phosphate fertilizer using Kadara's natural abundance of sulfuric acid.
Hyper-potent. That's good, right?
Absolutely. My work will be essential in providing nutrients for gardens across Helios. When we have gardens, which we will, because of you.
See you around, Carter.
Yep, bye, Pathfinder.
Gesundheit.
Gotta say, I didn't think you'd find everything on the list.
That's not all. Save the best for last. Remember what we talked about?
Hey, you're Vetra's boss.
How do you know Vetra? You one of her contacts?
You could say that. I used to work the stock rooms on the Nexus. Let her know I set aside those regulators she wanted. Would have sent them earlier, but got busy with the move.
Were you there during the uprising?
Oh, I was there. Barricaded myself inside one of the stock rooms. Total chaos.
Must be strange seeing the exiles again.
Tan took the out-of-sight, out-of-mind approach. But that's never worked, in my experience.
So, you're the requisitions officer.
That's my official title, yeah. But I take care of any odd jobs that pop up. Scrubbing, cooking, whatever I can do to help. Keeps me busy. I was lucky I didn't lose it. But the nerves never... I was lucky I didn't lose it. But the nerve...
Do you have everything?
Oh yeah, I swear. They're even more reliable than Vetra.
See you around, Drew.
Keep fighting the good fight, Pathfinder.
Hello, Ryder.
Here's a sight. Well, if it isn't the Pathfinder, welcome to Outpost Detaeon. Christmas date of Mining Company 7, at your service.
How are things going?
No one's been shot in the back, which is more than I expected.
You have doubts about the Collective?
I don't like making deals with people flightier than ghosts. I'm an honest man who likes working with honest people.
Then you came to the wrong place.
On the contrary, I think a bit of honesty will do.
Guess it can't hurt to try. Anything else to report?
Well...
A cult? Serious?
They're harmless, but the thing they... Some kind of massive machine. They call it... Old Skinner. Could be nothing, but their leader, Bishop, went to pay tribute and hasn't come back.
I'll check it out. Better safe than sorry.
Appreciate it.
You look like you've been around the block.
That's one way of saying it.
That wasn't...
Hey, at 61, I'm the oldest of the Outpost leaders, but I didn't come to Andromeda to die. The opposite, actually.
Detaeon?
Detaeon is... It's actually an acronym. Stands for Deploy...
Exiled?
We've actually taken a few on, of the no... The uprising was ugly business. Glad we can provide a second chance.
You said you're with mining companies.
Best damn ezo miners on Mars.
Putting your skills to use on Kadara?
You made the water potable, but there's still plenty of sulfur in the bedrock. The director wants to use the stuff to make fertilizer. Carter can tell you more. Just, don't sneak up on her.
Thanks for the up...
Anytime.
Great One, turn your gaze upon me. Accept this tribute. Reshape the world in your... Wait! Great One, wait! Ah! Ah!
Well, we got its attention.
Let's report back to Christmas.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources.
That architect is huge!
Hit the legs. Head's the target.
Loading ammo!
Reinforcements. Go for the legs. Almost in.
Go after it! Time to fight!
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Hostiles ahead!
Go for the legs. Hit the head. It's open. It made more. Legs are weak. Bring it down.
Can't let it get away!
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Go for the legs. Hit the head. It's open.
Reloading!
Reinforcements. Punch it.
The ledge!
Ryder.
Now orbiting Gadara. Tracking a remnant architect.
Hey, Ryder.
Can we leave? Please?
Waiting for that Krogan to show?
Just need to buy the Remtech piece off him so I can perfect my remnant scanner. He and his crew keep showing up at sites we're targeting. It can't be coincidence. I think they could be following us somehow.
Just what we need. Parasites.
When you're doing interesting things, you're bound to attract interest.
Ryder, come in. We've got a problem.
Go ahead, Callow.
We've had an intruder. Got on board and into PB's quarters. Her bot is gone.
Pock?
How the hell did that happen?
Not sure. Someone knew what they were doing. They left an impressive piece of Remtech and a recorded message, relaying it now.
Ryder, it's Kalinda Tarev. Pelisari is... well, whatever she calls me these days. Please tell her thank you for the nifty bot. I trust the Remtech piece my crew took will be adequate payment. Oh, and no need to wait for my Krogan friend, Kranit. He and his outlaws work for me. Ta.
Shit! Why can't she just leave me alone?
I take it you were lovers?
Why? Think she's fixated or something? Ugh. To complete my scanner, I need access to the storage device in POC. Kalinda's always been a troublemaker. Anything for a rise, and if there's a profit in it, all the better. I'm sorry you're catching her crap now, Ryder. You don't have to deal with this. I'll take care of it on my own, I promise.
Hey, we're in this together.
Thanks. When I have a lead on getting Pock back, I'll let you know. Bitch stole my bot.
Almost didn't expect to see you.
Why? Because of Kadara's little change in management. My loyalty means nothing to her now. Hey, you two, get back to work.
Wegen dem kleinen Kurwitz müssen wir schneller dann Kriegspunkt haben. Das ist doch alles hier.
Welcome back.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
Ja, jeder bestehende Arbeitsmittel. Ich werde die Kündigung auf die Frau Laura schicken.
Bei ihr läuft richtig.
Aufstehen. Sahara. Sahara. Das war das erste Mal eingibt, wenn sie oben kommt. Hashimi.
Hashimi.
War der schon viel geschrieben, ja. Wie ich gesagt habe, das kann man nachziehen. Das kann man reinschauen.
Now orbiting Kadara.
Honor to meet you, Pathfinder. Initiative Pilot Marixus. I run supplies to your outposts.
What brings you to Aya?
For survival supplies only Aya has. I'm waiting on clearance to enter the city, but it's taking too long. I understand their caution, but the outposts need these supplies. I have to get them, now.
They let me into the city? I can help.
I appreciate that. To start, EOS needs a way to produce food to support population growth. They've requested quinoa seeds to begin their own crops. There's an agricultural scientist who might sell some.
I'll make sure to get those seeds.
Settlers on Kadara are suffering from a bacterial infection. They need Angaran antibiotics to fight it. A medic in the city should be able to help.
Got it. They'll have that medicine in no time.
Eladin's water purifier can't keep up with demand. They're requesting one of those Angaran ionic filters. There are engineers who work in the aqueducts here. I'll bet they have what we need.
On it. One filter coming up.
When you have... Pathfinder, this is a tremendous honor. I must express my admiration for all you've done. Crossing the void between galaxies. Navigating the Scourge to find Aya. Incredible.
The odds were against us, that's for sure.
Yet here we are. Strangers from different galaxies conversing in friendship. Extraordinary. I am Mariko Darish, Chief Phoneron.
A Voneron? That's very... I don't know what.
Ah, linguistics, not my strength. I am a celestial observer, charting the movements of stars, planets, and the Scourge.
An astronomer? You know the safe routes out there?
We deploy satellites that alert us to new hazards and opportunities. But we've lost contact with several key observers. They've simply stopped. I sent a vessel to scan their last known locations, but nothing's been found. Your Tempest is highly advanced. I hoped you could aid our search.
Even Pathfinders need a good map. I'll look into it.
I knew you'd understand. I'll provide search nav points. And when I can finally reconcile our charts with fresh satellite data, I'll gladly share all we have.
No.
Ambassador, I trust our people had a smooth transition to Aya.
The Angara have been gracious. Everything's going well.
Good. Keep me updated. 10 out.
I've never lied to a director before. Pathfinder, it's a pleasure. I'm Ambassador Riala, Chief Diplomat for the Initiative on Aya. I was removed from Cryo specifically for this. Quite the wake-up call.
I know what it's like, jumping out of the cryopod and into the fire.
You've had it far worse. My condolences on your loss. I hear you're to thank for our new ties with Aya. This is our best shot at an alliance. Now we just need to keep our people from wrecking it, no matter how hard they try.
I'm not gonna like this, am I?
No more than I do. A Solarian botanist named Sorvis Len is here, learning how to improve our crops. He sent an urgent comm, saying a member of the Angaran resistance had threatened him.
What happened?
I'm not sure. Sorvis is an excellent scientist, but not the best communicator. I'm concerned this could escalate if someone doesn't look into it, but I don't have the staff to spare.
I can go settle things. I'm a friendly face for both sides.
That would be helpful. With any luck, we can prevent this from getting worse.
What's our end goal for Aya?
A strong alliance is all we can ask for. It's what we're working toward. Helios is the Angara's home. They dictate the terms of this partnership, not us. We need them as allies, and they could benefit from us. But we have to tread lightly.
Show them we're not invaders.
Historically, when two civilizations meet, one consumes or destroys the other. We need to break that cycle.
How many of our people have they let into the city?
A strictly limited number, and only certain professions. Scientists, engineers, and scholars. The Angara have agreed to allow some of our people to work in Aya's research facilities.
That's huge.
It's more than I expected. Tan wants me to push for social... We need to move... I'll take whatever they're willing to give.
Aside from Storvis Lem...
Actually, yes. He thinks it will deepen our part. None of them will agree to live...
Why me?
After what... I'll point you towards the candidates. If you could convince them to transfer, I'd be grateful.
That's all for...
I'm here if you need anything.
Flugwege kommen nicht abgehen. Put your fucking hands up. Put them up, put them off. Damn shit. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, yo.
You got the dummies on my patrol.
Invest in your personal protection. Shield yourself.
Weird question. You don't have any Kiloa seeds, do you?
Yes, I do. Need some?
You're one of Ambassador Riala's candidates to live on the Nexus.
I am. Glad you finally showed up. Let's get down to it. I've lived my whole life wanting to meet aliens who didn't want me dead. But my family's here. How can I stay in touch with them from the Nexus?
You can send messages, talk to them on the comm. We'll even arrange a visit.
You get it. All right. I'm in.
Exaltation is just another word for how the Kett kill us. And if you're wrong, if we've been killing...
I saw a Kett up close when they attacked. It was nothing like our people.
The Kett weaponize their victims to...
And when the Kett begin to exalt your people?
Thank you for that. Insight, Pathfinder. The issue facing us is complex. Come, my friends. Deliberate with me.
Do you work on water filtration here?
I designed the system for it.
Can you sell me an ionic filter? My people need it on Eladin.
If they're tough enough for Eladin, they deserve help. Here.
I can't work under these conditions.
Ach, so.
What does it take to be left alone?
Da ist nicht mehr so früh. Plus 6 Stunden immer.
Ease off. I'm here to help. You reported that someone in the Resistance threatened you. Tell me exactly what happened.
I didn't know Riala was sending the Pathfinder. I deserve no less, of course. I was measuring the photonic dispersal from the canopies when some random brute interrupted me.
Moskau ist, glaube ich, nur eine Stunde vor uns oder zwei.
Moskau? Boah, doch nicht 1, 2 Stunden.
I asked him to move, and he got napped.
Wetter in Moskau, jetzt ist 6 Uhr, 7, 8.
Okay.
Nasty. Said it was my
Groß
fault
ist
his
zu
friend was
groß.
dead. Ridiculous.
Ja, wenn du jetzt Dings anschaust, Coverhorse zum Beispiel.
That's a weird thing to say. How did he threaten you?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it was the big gun.
Da ist es 13 Uhr. Auf der anderen Seite, die japanische Seite.
Krank, ja.
Da bei dir. Das Ding. Alles verraten.
Alter, geil.
Alter, geil, schon 28 Minuten. Jo. Geht voll ab, Alter. Bei dir.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but dial it down. We're guests here.
Exactly. We shouldn't have to put up with this. When he left, I tagged him with infrared dye from my sample kit. Invisible to the naked eye, but not to a scanner.
I'll scan people around the Resistance headquarters. See if I find him.
You're supposed to represent our interests on Aya. Go, represent. I have work to do. I've told you everything.
Pathfinder, Ambassador Riala didn't think you'd have time for me.
She said you needed to talk before agreeing to live on the Nexus.
This is the opportunity of a lifetime. I'm an anthropologist, but I've only ever studied my own people. I've heard the Nexus is home to multiple species and cultures. It will be fascinating, and possibly dangerous. Bacteria, viruses, other contaminants. My family worries about me. Are you sure I'll be safe?
We'll take every precaution, but entering an alien environment is always a risk.
I appreciate your honesty, and so will my family. I'll convince them to let me go. Thank you. You and the Pathfinder seem close.
Yes, I value his help.
That's not what I meant.
Don't you have shards to catalog?
Hello, Pathfinder.
I'll let you get...
Pavawa, I'm glad they finally let you into the city. You deserve it. This is Aya's Cultural Museum and History Archive. It's small, but you've already made it brighter.
I'll come back when I have some.
Hello, Pathfinder. Any good news for me?
I picked this up. Any idea what it might be?
How in the skies did you find an Angaran star map? One that still works, even. It must be pre-Scourge. If we analyze it, we can learn where our people traveled before the Dark Age.
Do you know much about where your ancestors traveled?
No, not at all. The Scourge wiped out nearly everything. We're only just beginning to travel again.
Could they have made it to another galaxy, like us?
It's possible. For all we know, there are entire Angaran worlds beyond our reach.
Is this Angaran? I found it on one of your homeworlds.
Sun above. It's an ancient Ravan. A musical instrument. It uses Angara's body energy to produce music. How much culture have we forgotten? Art, music, stories. It's all gone.
Because of you, it won't disappear completely.
Yes, I can be determined.
I admire it.
You say that now. You've given me more to study than I ever expected. I've got a lot of work ahead. Thank you for your help, Pathfinder. I'll let you know if I discover anything.
Nefesh should have come to me.
Axel, I'm all right.
You almost died. What's he doing here?
Relax. I was invited.
So it's true. Aya has opened its doors to outsiders.
Axel, Ryder rescued me from the Ket. He risked his life to...
Sloane Kelly saved Kadara. Look how that went.
I don't condone what happened on Kadara, but one bad experience doesn't define an entire species.
Your kind has a history of treating each other unfairly. Just ask the Krogan.
How did you...
I've been watching you. You're invaders just like the Ket, except less cautious.
What does that mean?
You'll know soon enough. Do not trust them, Chauvin.
Axel... He didn't used to be like this. He was curious, brilliant. But the Ket, even without exaltation, they change us.
There's still time to bring him around.
I want to believe that, but his hatred towards aliens...
I'll prove we can be trusted.
I hope so.
Ryder, we just received an emergency recording from EOS. Come to the meeting room when you get back to the Tempest.
I found the device Ven was using to communicate with the Archon. I think we can use it to triangulate that Ket flagship's nav point.
All you have to do now is board it, steal the Meridian artifact, and escape in one piece.
You've been there. Tell me what to expect.
I saw very little. Corridors. No one has attempted anything like... Thank you for freeing Ven Teref at Kadara. I'm told you saved him from execution.
What will you do with him? Are there prisons here?
Ephra wanted to punish him. I suggested Ven help tend Aya's gardens. He spent too long surrounded by death. He needs to reconnect with life.
I'd like to know more about you.
What about me intrigues you?
You're an expert on several topics. Remnant is that...
You have the essentials figured out. The rest you can... I was born on a research vessel in... They all try to claim me as their own. But if I'm honest, my favorite chair, he talks in his... Worth it for the look on your face. He has a good spirit. You're lucky to have him, that's all. I thought being... To answer your question, I'm busy with everything and nothing. We'll see which wins, because it is...
That's a lot to...
To my regret, the name stuck. I've minded less lately. Being the Moshae had...
Any ideas on how...
Complete...
Peaceful...
The Ket are not a simple problem. As for me... Maybe I'll just fade away. But...
Thank you, Moshe.
No entering the med center until you're clean.
How do I decontaminate?
Ion console. Touch the start pad, it does the rest.
You're not supposed to be here.
Rorik sent me to find you. He wanted me to give you this cryo bracelet.
Rorik? I don't want it. Take it away. I want nothing to do with Rorik. With any of you.
You've been through a lot, haven't you?
You wouldn't want to hear about it.
Try me.
I was dumped by scavengers. Outsiders who left me for dead. I thought I could come to Aya and feel safe with my people. Forget what happened. And now you're here. Seems like no matter where I go, I can't escape outsiders. All of you need to just go away and leave me alone.
You were jumped by scavengers?
On Eladon. They said they had salvage to sell. I was stupid enough to follow them. Left me for dead. Took my ship and flew off-world.
How did you get back?
I walked 3 hours on the dunes with a few broken ribs. Rode back to Kadara with another salvager.
I thought Aya wouldn't take anyone from Kadara.
They don't. I told them what happened and they welcomed me. Ephra took me in. He says I'm a fighter, resistance material. I spent so long wanting more than what Angara worlds could give me. I was wrong.
You can't lose faith. Some of those outsiders care about you.
Like who?
Rorik, for one. He sent me to find you, didn't he?
You went to a lot of trouble for someone you didn't know. Why?
Lots of us are trying to bring some good to Helios. Like Rorik. Like me.
Rorik. I should have known he'd be worried about me. Can I see that bracelet again? He actually made it.
He said you can use it to visit him again.
It'll take me some time, but I think I can do that. I know Rorik. He'd blame himself if he knew what happened. It would be better if he didn't know the truth. It's your choice, but think about it.
Ich find's voll geil. In Zwischensequenzen stehen sie gerade, dann kommt sowas. Ja. Was ist hier Schönes?
My people on Kadara are fighting a bacterial infection. Do you have antibiotics?
Of course. Will this do?
Hab ich's bald. Oh Gott.
I detect the infrared dye Zorvis Len used to mark the person who threatened him.
I know why you're here. The botanist. You want an apology for what I said to him.
I only have one side of the story. Tell me yours.
It's hard to explain.
Try me.
Aya isn't big enough to give everyone a home. We each live here a short time and then move on. For someone to come, another must go. The exchanges are chosen at random. We call this arrangement the Vassal. Time of change. It worked well. Until now.
You lost someone you cared about. Was it because of the Vassal?
That's one way to see it. When our leaders agreed to make a place for your people here, it came with a cost. My friend won a place on Aya, so one of you could stay here instead.
Sold it how? What did he get?
Comforts for his family, resources to improve their home on Haval. He always put others before himself. That's how he died, fighting Ket on Vold. When I found out, I was angry. Said things to your botanist I shouldn't have, but I'd never hurt your people.
I believe you. And I'm sorry for your loss. Between us, that botanist is kind of a jerk.
He didn't fear my anger. I respect that.
I'll talk to our ambassador. See if we can minimize our impact on your Vassal.
We don't expect things to be easy. Only that you understand, nothing is free for us.
Good to see you. Any news on what happened to Sorvis Len?
Do you know about the Vassal? The Angaran lottery that decides who gets to live on Aya?
I've heard of it. Why?
Angar are selling their slots to come here, so our people can stay in their place. Including a member of the Angaran resistance. He was killed on Vold. Wouldn't have happened if he'd been here.
No one told me of this arrangement. Well, we have to do something.
We could let Angar who give up their slots live on the Nexus. It's safer than Vold.
Exactly what I was thinking.
Mehrere.
No one should suffer on our behalf. Thank you, Pathfinder. I'll forward your proposal to Director
Ja, ich kann
Tan
das
immediately.
bestimmte Entities klären. Die mit mir öfters zu
That's
tun
all for
haben.
now.
I'm here if you need anything.
Ja, ich mag die Politik bei Mass Effect. Wie du mit dem redest, welche Entscheidungen du triffst, beeinflusst auch das Spiel. Auch auf Gegner, die du triffst und so. Welche Fraktion jetzt dir sind, welche ich halt ficken will.
Mass Effect 1? Da waren die noch auf der Erde, oder?
Erde, Mars, alles. Auf der ganzen Milchstraßengalaxie halt waren die.
Auch am Anfang sogar schon?
Ja.
Jetzt gibt's die Erde nicht mehr, oder?
Da. Ah, hier? Nee, davon sind
Ambassador Realis said you're thinking of moving to the Nexus.
Pathfinder, I'm honored even to be considered for the transfer. I won't be happy as just an observer. I want, need to work. I engineer power systems. Will I be allowed employment alongside your people?
That's the whole point of this exchange. The Nexus needs people like you.
That's all I needed to hear. I'll have your ambassador start the transfer. Thank you.
I found Kiloa seeds for Eos. Is this enough?
It's perfect. I'll make sure EOS gets them. More of your outposts need help, if you have time. Vol's power grid is lagging without proper solar input. A solar amplifier would give them a boost. The solar technicians here may have the required parts.
I'll see what I can find.
Der erste Teil von denen, die basieren schon aufeinander folgend, oder?
Die ersten 3 Teile? Ja. Dieser Teil nicht so ganz.
Okay.
Dieser Teil spielt nach dem ersten Teil, sag ich mal. Also der Wissensstand ist erster Teil, aber gegen Mitte vom ersten Teil sind sie in Kriegsschlaf gegangen, 600 Jahre gereist.
Okay.
Das heißt, sie haben den Wissensstand von der Hälfte vom ersten Teil.
Okay.
Sie wissen nicht, was im zweiten Teil, also am Ende vom ersten Teil passiert ist, im zweiten und dritten Teil. Wissen die hier nicht. Die haben keinen Kontakt zur Galaxie.
Okay.
Here, I have the antibiotics for Kadara. Will the settlers be
Und
okay?
die ersten 3 Teile spielen
Once
den
they
gleichen
have these,
Charakter die
they'll be
ganze Zeit.
fine. I'll make sure they know who to thank.
Das andere.
I managed to find an
Das
ionic
ist der
filter for
Standardcharakter. Du kannst deinen eigenen Charakter
Make
stellen,
sure
aber
they
ich
get
habe
it.
Standard gelassen.
I'll get this delivered right away. They'll be relieved to have enough
Oder
water.
russisch machen können, blonde Haare,
Ja.
grüne Augen.
Ja.
Das war Spaß.
Ich wollte halt den Standardcharakter lassen, wie er ist. Das sind immer so die also Charaktere, wie sie vorgesehen sind. So, bin ich jetzt fertig hier? Ja. Jetzt bin ich fertig. Also jetzt speichere ich und dann war's das.
Irgendwelche Spiele über Mond und so?
Lieber Mond.
Alien.
Ja, das Beste, was mir einfällt, ist halt Mass Effect.